And a very good morning to everybody. Hope all is well. I think I'm good to go. A little fuzzy on the camera that I noticed that. A little fuzzy. I gotta get that looked at. I'm clear here, but I'm a little fuzzy on Facebook. I think it's the Facebook issue, but nonetheless, I'm here now, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the forecast. As many of you know, golf is on right now. I'm watching it behind me, and it started at 6 because they are across the pond, so to speak, so the timing is way off. So not only did we have an abbreviated show this morning, but that will happen again tomorrow. And then the Olympics kick in, and there's going to be very few newscasts on the weekends during the morning hours. So if you want the morning weekend fix, we try to do the best we can. I'll try to come in. I'm going to still come in and do coffee times, and I'll update here. If obviously there's any kind of severe weather, we'll be on air too. Hi, Dave. Good to see you on. Greetings, Jeff. Happy Saturday to you, too. And my good buddy, Dizon. Good morning, Jeff. Happy Saturday to Rando. What's going on? Everybody's here for the weekend, probably wanting some rainfall, right? Good morning, Omar. How you doing? Have a good day. Yesterday, the rainfall, it was pretty decent for the area. I mean, got to the point where National Weather Service was toying with a flash flood warning for like parts of Coleman County. I mean, that's pretty heavy rain. And, I had people on Facebook and they're like, I don't have any rain, but this area has rain. And that happens. Some areas had over 2.5 inches of rain yesterday, and some areas didn't even have 0.1. So not evenly distributed. If you missed out yesterday, I hope you get some today. That would be great. If you don't get any rain today, you have another chance tomorrow. The rain chances will continue for next week as well. Very unsettled pattern. Dave says, I got some rain and some great rain and harvest yesterday. Yes. Solid rain from most locations. It was funny too because I'm not going to call anybody out, but like I'm watching so I have friends that live in Decatur, and I also have a Decatur camera, right? So I have somebody telling me yesterday, and I'm looking at the radar, and it's like Decatur's just covered in rainfall, and they're like, "Oh, it's not raining in Decatur. I don't have any rain whatsoever." I'm like, I can see like on the algo cams and stuff like the rain, like the spray of water on highways when cars were driving, right? I'm like, so you don't have any rain? No, I don't have any at all. And I'm like, I'm watching the camera, our Decatur camera. I can see it raining. And I know Decatur's big. Don't get me wrong. There's parts of Decatur that might not have had rain, but I'm like, I can see it happening, But I guess like it has to be like heavy rainfall to actually count. I guess I don't know how that works, but all right, let's check the radar now. Speaking of rain, look what we got here. That is more rain. Yes, it is. I'll zoom into it for you once I get this up and running. So I'm going to pause this for just a second. And I'll zoom in for you. Speaking of Decatur and rainfall, there's a little rain right near you right now. And that rain extends all the way back into Hartselle, south of Priceville, down towards Coleman, where, of course, Rock the South is taking place. Just west of Arab, moving closer to you. Some areas like Arab, Gunnersville, that was another area where people were not very happy with the rain yesterday. Felt like they got jaded a bit. Same in Albertville. But that has some promise headed your way. And there's more rain to the south. Even some rumbles of thunder and lightning near Aniana. So that's good. This is actually a little earlier than I expected. I figured we'd get into some showers by about 10 or 11. It's only 8 o'clock. So this is a little bit before the partay was supposed to start. So nothing wrong with that. I'll put this in motion so you can see it. And there you go. Rain. Yay for us. Yay. So obviously any drop we get is good. We need the rainfall. So it's all right. Hi, Hope. Good morning, Jeff. Denora, have a great weekend. Hope, Ray, you have a great weekend too. And thank you so much for coming into Facebook Live Coffee Time. Just to let you know, some of the usual culprits that come in are actually on vacation this weekend. Like Vacation Valerie is not in the house this weekend. Norma's working. I think Lucia's off too, but I'm not sure. So some of the usual faces probably won't be in this weekend. Here are your temperatures. I totally lied on air this morning. I said that we didn't hit 80 in Huntsville. I didn't hit 80 at my house yesterday. I had a high of 78. But I should have looked at the airport. The airport actually had a high temperature of 82. My bad. Still 82 is ridiculously below average. But it was very humid, and it was held down because of the rain and the clouds. Right now we're in the 70s. I think we have a better chance to be like mid 80s today because some areas did have a little sunshine this morning, and we're actually on the south side of a warm front. So had a beautiful sunrise looking East Limestone this morning. Now a little cloud cover is filtered in. Guntersville, a lot of cloud cover. Rainfall knocking on your door right now. At the lake, the shoals right now, plenty of clouds. No rain near you, though. That's all off to the south and east. Parkway's overcast now. We had some sunshine here moments ago. And Decatur, some rainfall right on your doorstep, and it's moving north. And I'll probably see it on the camera. And then somebody will, it's not raining here, I promise. Madison, that's kind of an awesome look towards Toyota Field. Speaking of the Pandas, they're on the road, and they are not back home again until Tuesday. And forecast sets up for some decent rain again this week coming up. So if that's the case, hopefully they can navigate around the rainfall, still play their games, but we can still get some much needed rainfall and get the best of both worlds. See how that plays out. Trash Pandas, they won their final home game last Sunday on the 14th. They beat Pensacola 4-3. And now they're on the road taking on the Tennessee Smokies, and they won last night 6-4, and they're going to try to follow that up with another win tonight. And then they play at 6, and then they play at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Hi, Tracy Hill. Good morning, Jeff. We really enjoyed the rain here in Hatton, Alabama. Maybe we get some more today. I think you have a chance. That first little cluster that I just showed you is going to probably just miss you to the east, but you'll have more opportunities later, I do believe. What do we got going on in Athens? Oh, that looks kind of ominous and weird, right? Camera needs to be white balance, so what it needs to be. I need to switch it. Let me see if I can move it around. Wow, the clouds are awesome. Look at those dark clouds. That looks so scary looking. Let's look into the east. Look at all that cloud cover moving in now. Whatever sunshine we had this morning, there's some breaks still in the clouds, but that won't last very long. Looks like the clouds will probably win out. But nonetheless, as I make you all so dizzy with that camera, and I'm so sorry. Hi, Janice. Good morning. Enjoy the weekend. I appreciate that. Good to see you on. Have a fantastic day, Janice. I got another one coming up, sprocket camera. That's cool, too. Look at that. That's awesome. I'll zoom it down so you can actually see the road. Camera's got a white balance because it was all looking at sunrises this morning, so it looks a little weird. There you go. That'll look a lot better. You can see a lot of cloud cover. Not much rainfall here in Huntsville yet, but hopefully a little bit soon. Here's the next 12 hours. Clouds, yes. There's a few showers this morning. Added those into the forecast and kept the scattered thunderstorms in the forecast, turning into just showers this evening. Should shut down by about 10 o'clock. And then we try again tomorrow for more rainfall. Just keep in mind, too, if you're traveling late tonight or early Sunday morning for church services, there'll be some areas of fog. Please use caution. And then on Sunday, fog in the morning with some showers, and then kind of a prolonged period of rainfall that does not look like severe weather and doesn't really look like it could be all that heavy until the afternoon. Just some light stuff in the morning, but rainfall in the forecast, which is fantastic. It's what we want. More rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even next weekend. You say, wow, am I going to have rain every single day? Probably not, but you have a chance. And if you do happen to hit on all 7 of those days, that'd be good. Could use it for sure with the drought monitor. Drought monitor was updated this Thursday. Keep in mind that it only has rainfall up until Tuesday. So if you had rain at your house Tuesday afternoon, or if you had rain at your house on Wednesday, it's not reflected in the updated drought monitor, but we knew last week when we talked on Facebook Live that it was only going to get worse before it would get better because we didn't have much rain in the forecast at that time, and we have now the red, severe drought D4 they call it, right? Obviously, we want to nip this in the butt before it gets any worse, but I said that 2 weeks ago, I said it last weekend, and now I say it again. And whether you're in the red or the like orangey burnt tan color, it doesn't matter. Everybody's drought now. So what we need to do is we need to get more rain on a consistent basis. And what we have through Tuesday morning with rainfall will contribute to that new update on the drought monitor come Thursday. So we'll see how it plays out. But any rain we can get's good. And I feel bad when some areas are missing out on the rainfall. But Brenda, good morning, sunshine. Still no rain in Lauderdale County where I live. I don't know how to answer that one, Brenda. That's a tough one for me. I'm sorry. I don't know if you have an imaginary shield over you because I don't know exactly what part of Lauderdale County you're in, but some areas like in the Shoals did pretty well yesterday. So I'm assuming you might be east towards Rogersville, I would imagine. But even Rogersville had good rain yesterday. So I'm not really sure where you're at in Lauderdale County, but hopefully if you feel like you didn't get enough rain or missed out on it completely, you have another opportunity today for you. And today and for Sunday too. Hi, Christine Tinker. You had some good rain in Bryant. Good morning. We're going to get rain today. I got it in the forecast for you, Christine. You had some good rain yesterday. Might have been just south and west of you, but there was a strip of rain right through just north of Hollywood, right by Bryant, that was pretty solid in the morning. Stuck out like a sore thumb. In fact, instead of just talking about it, let me show you the estimated graphic. So we have this graphic. It's pretty cool. It estimates the rainfall across the area. Brad talked about it last night. He's like, some of you got soaked today, and then others of you didn't have as much as you wanted. Let me see if I get it to load. So I did that. I did this morning. So the numbers won't reflect what's happening now. So this is Friday morning, and you can see there's like pockets of rain that were like solid. Like this is out towards Lauderdale County, like right there. There's some decent rain there. You got this little pocket here. Look at that. That was a monster in Athens. I remember that. I watched that. Areas out towards Russellville, out towards Coleman, they had good rain. There's that strip right near Bryant that I just talked about. So there's areas that are getting some really solid rainfall. Let me show you the numbers too. I'll see if I can get that graphic to load up. Come on now. There we go. So what you see there, that is the amount of rain that's fallen since Friday morning. It's estimated by the radar, of course. What sticks out like a sore thumb is you can have like a 2 next to like a 0.1. And that's what we try to tell you at home is it's very localized. So there's a 3.6 that shows up there, that big bullseye near Athens. And it poured. I watched it on the camera all morning yesterday. And then there was areas that had like 1.4 and 1.2 and 1.7. So yeah. And unfortunately, the feed is really fuzzy this morning. It was like that last weekend too. I got to talk to somebody about that because I don't think you can really see the numbers, unfortunately. But nonetheless, the numbers, one part of like a county could have nothing, and another part of the county is getting like 2 inches of rain. And I know some of the counties are big here, don't get me wrong, but that's a big discrepancy between locations. Timothy, good morning, Jeff. We need the rain. We do. Yes, we do. We talk about it every day. We could use a little rain. I don't think you had much in your neck of the woods yesterday, so you're probably like feeling very, very jaded on the amount of rain that you had yesterday. Hopefully you'll get some today. Kyle says, good morning, coffee time. Getting ready to go to work. Have a good day at work, Kyle. Good stuff. Timothy says, it's so dry around Albertville, I seen a guy riding a camel. I need a picture of the camel, my friend. Timothy, I'll put that on air. And you know what's great? I won't even have to do a weather hit because everybody will just look at that picture and they won't even care what I have to say. So it'll be great. I would love that. If I see that camel, I'll let you know. Brenda says, I'm in Anderson. Yeah, I mean, Anderson, I have a lot of people who watch from Anderson, and it's so weird. I'm going to put this graphic up again. I know I won't put the one with the numbers, so you can't really see the numbers because it's so fuzzy right now, but let me put this up. So I'll zoom into that area really quick. So this is interesting. So this is the Rogersville, Anderson area, Leicester. There it is right there. So there's the really heavy bullseye of rainfall that fell here, and then here's Anderson. Well, Anderson's like right here. So it's not that far away. There was some rain in Anderson yesterday, but it was funny because I was talking to Chris, and my friend Chris lives up in the Leicester area, and he said it poured. So and Leicester's not that far away from Anderson, obviously. So, it's location. And, even my graphic doesn't even show the heavy rainfall in Leicester. Like, look at that. That's a big gap right there, that light blue color, And here's some more steady rain here and steady rain here. And here's Anderson. Wah, wah, bad luck, right? Yeah. And that kind of sums up the theme of the way the rainfall has been playing out. and why I have extra gray hair. And there's some people who are like, oh my gosh, I can't get enough rain. This is great. Keep it coming. My grass is growing. My flowers in my garden are drunk. They're great. They got so much rain. And then I have other people who are like, I don't have any rain at all. So it's tricky. Kyle says, we had good rain in Shelbyville yesterday where I was at work. And yep, some decent rain. And yeah, it's interesting how it plays out. Lori says, hi, Jeff. Glad you got some rain. Yeah, Lori, actually, I probably shouldn't brag about this, but selfishly, I've had literally every chance of rain we've had in the last 2 weeks has hit my house. Like my back, I said this yesterday on air. Nobody believed me, but my backyard is muddy right now. Like, it's not dry at all. Like, it's muddy, it's wet. My dogs won't even go outside and go potty. They're so annoyed that it's so wet in the backyard right now. I don't get a lot of sun in the backyard, but it's kind of muddy. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe, but I've been very fortunate. Other areas, not so much. I haven't had to water the garden in like 2.5 weeks. It's been that good. Suzanne says, I saw the numbers. Good. I'm glad you could see them. I see a screen here. It's a little fuzzy. Maybe when I pull it, let me pull it up on my phone for a second. It might be my computer too. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got going on. Nah, it actually doesn't look that bad. That's good. It looks fuzzy on here, but it doesn't really look fuzzy on the playback, which is good. Lori says, Norman's birthday celebration today. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Norman. Tell him I said happy birthday. And wish him all the very best. Turning 35. Good for him. Happy 35th birthday, Norman. Have a good day, my friend. Gotcha. All right. Tamara, nice overcast at my house off Weatherly at Bailey Cove, but no rain yet. Nope, no rain. I'll go back to the radar, Tamara, and I'll show you. You got it. Still pretty far away from you, but it's trying to get there. I'll zoom in again so y'all can see it again. The radar has everybody's attention. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it again. And where we go. So moving up into Somerville, Priceville, Hartselle, a little shower in West Decatur, but not East Decatur. A little shower across 565, but the best concentration of rainfall now is in the Arab area in Baileyton. I love that area down there. Holly Pond near there too. So up towards Morgan City, knocking on your door. Lacey's Spring, moving closer to you. So mainly south of the river right now, but it's all lifting to the north. I'll put this in motion. So if you live in South Huntsville or if you live in Madison, this is all coming your way. This will be some showers here shortly, probably by like before 9. And then there's more rain off to the south in that area down there. If you live in Albertville, Timothy Simpson, you are dreaming of this right here. Look at that headed your way. Hopefully we'll stay together. A few showers and storms, lightning bolts showing up near Aniana. These storms are not severe, everybody. I do believe there was a couple trees reported down yesterday. I thought it was funny because I saw somebody say on social media, they're like, oh my gosh, the winds were so bad it knocked over these tree limbs. I don't think, I would venture to say they weren't wind. I would imagine that maybe it was a lightning strike. I don't know. I don't have an excuse why it happened. But the winds were not really that strong with any of the storms yesterday, so I don't know. Unless it was maybe a limb that was loose from some storms the other day and then it kind of toppled over. I don't know. But the storms have not been severe. We have not had severe weather. It's been just mainly rainfall. Vicky, good morning. Oh, you so sweet, Vicky. I appreciate you saying that. I miss you. I hope all is well, and that's very kind of you to say. And I appreciate that. Very, very nice. Happy coffee time. In fact, where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? There it is. Mm-hmm. Lori says 35. We wish. Try 70. I cut it in half. It's not bad. Let's divide by 2. Once you turn 35, you start counting the other way. That would get you to 0. That wouldn't make sense. Cut it in half. That makes more sense. Tamara says, thanks, Jeff, and good morning. You're welcome. Timothy says, looks like Albertville will get a good rain out of that storm. Thank you, Lord. Rain. I don't know. It looks pretty good for you in Albertville right now. Timothy, I would take the over on the amount of rainfall with that one. Because that cluster of storms is not going to fizzle out. It's going to weaken probably a little bit in terms of any kind of thunder and lightning, but it should wring itself out like a sponge right over Aville. So we'll see how it goes. Hi, Hugo Jimenez. How are you? Good morning. Thank you for joining Coffee Time. I appreciate it, and happy coffee time to you. Timothy says, we appreciate you and all the people that keep us safe during storms. Well, that's very kind of you. I try to be here during severe weather. A lot of times I'm usually in the back, but keeping you safe for sure. And it's what it's all about. Luckily, we really haven't had much severe weather. Did you see what happened, though, in Arkansas this week? The story earlier this week, they had like 15 or 18 inches of rainfall with these like training thunderstorms. Training means they just keep going over the same place. And like the flooding was crazy. I mean, the flooding was taking out like bridges and it was really, really, really bad. So I guess like sometimes too much of a good thing is that much. Like we need rain, but good gosh, if we had that much of rain that fast, that quick, we'd have probably the same problems. I mean, we had so much rain yesterday in parts of Coleman County, it was almost a flash flood warning issued. I mean, think about that. Plus the ground for some areas is like rock hard. I have mud at my yard, but other areas rock hard. So the runoff is more intense right now too. Thank you for the good morning, Hugo. I appreciate that with a little coffee. A little coffee, 3 coffees. It's 3 sips. All right, Lindsay. Hey, Jeff and all. Hope everyone has a great day and gets the rain they need today and tomorrow. I like that, Lindsay. Yes. I hope everybody gets all the rain that you could wish for. And hopefully it plays out. I mean, just the fact that we have opportunities of rainfall each and every day is positive, right? I mean, I know some areas feel like they're not getting enough rain. We can't change that. I don't have control over that. But what I can control is the forecast. And the forecast has been pretty spot on in terms of every day that we've had rain in the forecast, there's been some kind of rainfall. And keep in mind, too, like the percentages, a lot of people look at like 50%, well, 50% yes, 50% no, anybody can do that. The percent doesn't mean like yes or no when it comes to rainfall. Does everybody know that? The percent is more about the coverage of the area. So like a percent saying like 50% of the area is going to have rain while 50% of the area does not. It's not quite the same thing. It's not like 50 yes, 50 no. It's the percentage is more about the coverage area. There was actually a TikTok video about this for some of the younger generation out there, but there was a TikTok video about this actually. But yeah, so when you see the percentages, like if you see like 20%, it's like 20% of the area will have rain, the other 80 won't. It's not quite as yes and no, but I guess it plays out the same way in people's heads, if that makes sense. Hi, Bonnie. Good morning, Jeff. The rain is good napping weather. Yeah, I would love to try to take one of those naps one of these days. That would be great. But yeah, it was kind of a sleepy day yesterday, right? Clouds and rain. I was here. I worked at noon with Haley B, and we had fun and goofing off. But, you know, I watched rain move in. Really watched it all morning, but like probably like around 9 o'clock into Decatur. And then it made its way east, and from about like 10:30 to like, gosh, right through the noon show, it just rained and poured in Huntsville. Like that station, it was like heavy rain. Cats and dogs, meow, meow, wolf, wolf. And yeah, it was good. And I wanted to take a nap, but I had to do the new newscast, and I'm sure that my boss would have been very upset if they came to me to do the weather and I was sleeping here. That would be really bad. Probably wouldn't see you all very much after that. Yeah. Our relationship would be cut off at that point. Timothy, it's beginning to thunder in Albertville now. Yes, I see a little lightning bolt just to the west of you. In fact, I bet you, not yet. Gunnersville, I was going to show you the Gunnersville camera, but there'll be rain soon. We need to get a camera in Aville. That would be awesome. There's so many of you that watch us from Albertville. I call it Aville, and if I'm ever offending you, please tell me, and I'll call it Albertville correctly. But many of you call it Aville that live there. So, I know Lucia calls it Aville, so I call it Aville because she's cool. And we could use a camera there. We could use a camera in all areas of the Tennessee Valley would be great, but unfortunately, we don't have them all over the place. Certainly more than I had where I worked before, though, which is nice. Lori says, bye, my good friend, and have a great day. Talk soon. Say hi to Ed, the pups, and all big hugs. I will do that for sure. Dave, what's going on, my friend? Good morning. Jeff, I'm back in Norway. Weather's like, you're in dude, you know, we have Vacation Valerie, but you're like Traveling Dave. I don't even know. I got to come up with a nickname for you. You're all over the place, man. You just went on that big trip to, what was it? You went to like on a safari, right? And now you're like in Norway, which is like a place I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to the Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden, Finland, even Iceland. I don't know if it's considered Scandinavian too. I know Denmark is, but I've always wanted to go, and obviously I haven't. But good for you. Have a blast. I'm sure it's beautiful. It might even be kind of cool, right? I don't know what part of Norway you're in, but all good. Have fun. 3:21 p.m. Yeah, you're in the afternoon in Norway. You starting to think about happy hour at this point. I guess like when you work the hours we do, our happy hour might be about now too, but Central Time here. But have fun. Good times in Norway. I'm very excited for you, my friend. That's awesome. Casey, walking Miss Bailey and sprinkling lightly in Madison. I'll get the radar. Yes, we have confirmation. Somebody said to me the other day, I downloaded the WAFF 48 and radar, and it never shows me where things are currently. Just a quick little friendly reminder to everybody, the app had an update like 2 months ago, and that app probably defaulted to future radar. So you got to hit the little button on the far right. It's a little X. And what it does is it pulls up precipitation, which is current, or it says future 24-hour or 12-hour. And you got to make sure it's on the precipitation one. Otherwise, your radar is going to be showing you things that aren't happening because it's giving you the future forecast, right? So there's that rainfall she talked about. Miss Casey said, I got a few little showers in Madison. Well, there they are right here. You got them. I see you. They're tiny, but they're effective. I see a little rain in Decatur. Beltline. Yep. North of Joe Wheeler. Head over into Tanner, crossing the river now, west of the bridge. Bridge is probably dry. Priceville, some rain for you. Hartselle, some rain for you right on 31. I know that drive well. Not too far away from Vinemont. I know that Vinemont area really well. I don't know if Patricia and June are watching right now, but if they are, they know why I know Vinemont. Somerville, some moderate rainfall, kind of working up closer to the river now, which is nice. Valormoso Springs, I never say that correctly. You can yell at me, everybody, but it's a cute little house for sale there right now. And then you work over towards Morgan City. That's where you get into some decent rain. It's parallel 231 up towards Brindley Mountain. And then you really pick up some nice rainfall down towards Arab. Probably some rumbles of thunder now. If you're in the Arab area, which I absolutely love, driving down 231, that takes you down towards Baileyton and also into portions of eventually a hook up to Holly Pond and Sneed. And then on the heels of that cluster of impressive rainfall, look at that in Bluntsville right now. And Sneed headed your way. Aniana, just to the west of you. Hanceville, we have some viewers in Hanceville. Some rain for you. Not raining in Coleman, though. Not raining at Rock the South. But South Coleman getting some rain. So good stuff. I'm really stoked to see this happening. I know outdoor plans, weekend, people want to probably be outside, but hey, we need the rain. You know, we need it. So bring it on. Rhonda says, thank you. You're welcome, Rhonda. Thank you for watching. Dave, Traveling Dave. It's your new name, my friend. You were in Iceland last week. Now you're just rubbing it in. Salt in the wound. You go to Norway, and were you in Reykjavik? I can't say that. I made a funny joke about Iceland one time when I was on air. Remember the hot and cold theme that Rhode Island tried to come up with to like promote tourism? And the video was shot in Iceland. Does anybody remember that? Gosh, I had a field day with that on air. It was just too easy. Too easy. Renee Nelson, good morning to you and have a fantastic day. If anybody is watching this video back later this afternoon, some people come on and actually they watch the video to verify the forecast, because it's obviously, I'm telling you what I'm thinking. If it doesn't work out, it's still going to be there, the video on my Facebook page later. But just put hashtag replay so I know you're watching. Christine Tinker does that a lot. I really appreciate that. She's on this morning, though. But this way I can tell. Sometimes what happens when I rewatch, like if I go back and look at comments from you all and I try to respond back to anybody who has a question, it doesn't list them. For some reason, Facebook is whack, and it doesn't like list them chronologically. So sometimes I can't tell when the comment was made, so I'm trying to figure it out. But it doesn't give me a time on it. Like it should. It's tell me like 5 minutes, 2 hours, 4 hours, but it doesn't do that. So it can make it a little difficult if I'm trying to answer a question that's like way, way like in the afternoon, and I'm thinking that you're asking the question at like 10 in the morning, right? All right, my fine feathered friends. I'm going to wrap this up. It's 8:30. Keep in mind, schedule our newscast not only today, but tomorrow will be affected because of golf. 5 to 6 only, not 6 to 7. But I'll keep updates coming on social media, and I'll also have a Facebook Live coffee time. I'm not sure if tonight's newscasts are affected by golf. I don't think so. I don't know. But whatever time they go on, Chelsea will be here. She'll have updates on any kind of rain that's falling. Also, the forecast updated for tomorrow. A look ahead to next week with the multiple opportunities for rain that continue for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, yeah, we got you covered. Even if we're not on air, we're always online. You know, we're always updating you somewhere, some way. Even when computers all go crash and shut down, like they did, what was it, Friday morning? Was it Friday? Was it yesterday morning? Yeah. Yeah, that was a disaster. Came into work and everybody's, I know something's not right when I pull in the parking lot to come into work at 3:30, quarter of 4 in the morning, and there's literally like 70 cars in the parking lot, and I'm like, something's not good. It wasn't good. Timothy says, hope you have a great day too, Jeff. Be safe, buddy. You be safe too. And I'm going to be watching this radar the whole morning, making sure that I steer that rain to you in Aville, my friend, because it is looking good. I mean, that's going to be a tough one. That's like a 85 mile an hour fastball down the middle, pipe dream. You knew it was coming. You're swinging for the fence and you're hitting a home run over the left field fence. You're jacking it. If you're a left-handed batter, you're jacking it over the right field fence, pulling it right down the line. It's a home run. It's a meatball, just waiting to hit. Weather, baseball, you can make it all work together, right? All right, I'm going to bust and move out of here. You all have a fantastic day, and I will talk with you soon. It was like a dead coffee time today.
You said a dead coffee time?
Yeah, not very many people. A lot of the regulars are on vacation right now, like vacation